All right, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes, not everybody, this is kind of a rare case, some of you are going to have a problem where you go to extrude a part and everything is perfect, but it's actually a problem with the software, not a problem with you, for the reason why it doesn't work, okay? So there's something here called non-manifold edges, okay? And you don't really need to remember that, that's not important. But the idea is, if I were to extrude this out here, and I have essentially a cube that the edge is touching just barely against this other edge, it's basically like this insanely small thing that it doesn't know how to compute, doesn't know how to do the math. So there's a go around, there's a trick. So let me show you what's gonna happen. So first thing was I drew my rectangle here, and I want to extrude this out. So I'm gonna hit my extrude button, click on this, and immediately it goes red. And it has to deal with this interference right here. Basically, it doesn't know how to compute it because it's like zero. It's like nothing. It doesn't know how to make that. So what we're going to do is we're going to say add still. We'll change your measurement to the correct measurement, whatever it's supposed to be. 3/4 of an inch is what this is. And then we're going to do a draft. And a draft is used to add a slight taper to something so that if you were to put it in a mold or a casting, you're able to get it out of that mold. All right. So we're going to use that feature in order to trick it. And we're going to make it as small as we possibly can. And I think 0.05 is the smallest draft that we can do. So if you notice, it's hard to tell, but it's actually drafting out right now. We need it to go in. So I'm going to hit this arrow here, which switches it. And it creates this slight taper. You can see there's this tiny little gap there, and it allows us to make that part. I'm going to confirm that. The only thing that's going to be a little bit different here is you'll see a line here because it actually tapers a little bit out. So now you fixed your problem. You can go through, adjust your colors, whatever color it might be, and you have your single part over here. Because remember, we always want to see one part right here. Okay. Sometimes what's going to happen is you're going to see more than one part down here. So let's show you that scenario. If I see more than one part, let's say that I wanted to draw something here. So I grabbed my rectangle and I went out here and I made it my 0.75 by 0.75. And then I extruded this, my 0.75, and I hit confirm. Now notice there are two different colors. Over here I have two parts, and what ends up happening here is I created a whole new part, and that's a problem. We don't want that scenario. So how do you fix this problem? Usually what we can do, and this is always depends on how you drew this, but if you select everything, then we go up here to these two little circles called Boolean. We click on it, it does the work and the magic for us. We hit the check mark, and now we have one solid piece, only one part right there. Okay. If that doesn't work still, then we'll have to try some other things and see what we can do to fix it.